Next drill we use is what's called the helicopter hands. In helicopter hands, you're going to get them in the same athletic position. You're going to get them starting in the athletic position. You're going to have them take their hands, they're going to reach them straight out over the plate. And directly out over the plate, palms down, straight arms. They're going to take their head, they're going to look forward. We're going to have them take a nice slide step forward. As their foot hits the ground, what I want them to do is I want them to create a strong front side axis. Okay, this is what we're going to actually rotate around. So when that front heel hits the ground, you're going to let the hands turn around the body. Nice and easy, nice and level, nice and flat. What you're going to notice is you're going to notice that the weight comes out of the back foot. We don't want players sitting their weight back in here. We want it up here in that front side axis. So with this drill, hands go out, step, and turn. Head stays straight, head stays level. Nice and simple, nice and smooth. Now the same drill from a front angle, here's something that I want you looking for with the hands, in the hand position. As a player shifts their weight forward, as they get into that strong front side axis and they begin to turn and they rotate, what you're going to see is you're going to see those hands working slightly up towards the pitcher's head and around the body. So as you're doing this, look for the hands, make sure that they're working up towards the pitcher's head, and you don't want them going down. So step and turn, nice and level, nice and smooth.
Helicopter hands. Again, adding one piece onto the next. What we're going to do is have them get in the same position they were in earlier with the slide step. This time, have them extend their hands out over the plate, and the only difference is that when they go into their front side, we're going to have them unwind. We're going to combine weight transfer with turning with the core, the big muscles pulling the small muscles, and finding our axis. So weight transfer, going to slide step forward, going to get that weight moving forward. Once the weight gets forward, all weight stops moving forward at this point, and we're going to rotate. So we're going to step and we're going to turn. So as the front foot hits the ground, we're going to release those hands around the body. And you're going to do this by pulling with your core, keeping the upper body closed. Goes into the heel plant, natural heel plant, creates a nice strong front side. She's just going to unwind her hands around her body. And she's going to rotate right around this fixed axis point right in here. Step and turn. Step and turn. See how her weight comes back around? This is what you're after here. The energy that the arms take and the bat's going to take is going to be around this fixed axis point right in here. And as that energy goes out and around, it's going to come back and they're going to sink back into their back foot a little bit. This is perfectly fine. This is actually how they should finish. If they're finishing and they're still up on their tippy toe, that means they've drifted forward. They didn't tilt their upper body to match their lower, and they drifted out over the plate a little bit more here. Their hip line, talk about this hip line right in here. The upper body would be out here, and it's going to be really hard for them to get their weight to return to the back foot. So make sure as you go through this drill, and as they go into their front side, now we're going to talk about the front side axis, creating that nice rigid front side axis, a nice tilt in the upper body right here. That's what's going to be the rotation point, spin force, and you're going to release the hands right around the body. The big muscles are pulling the small muscles. Your legs, the thighs, the hammies, the fanny, the lower back, the tummy muscles, those are your big muscles. Those are the engines. That's what makes this thing work. Your hands and your upper body, they are going to be used for steering. That's our steering mechanism and our bracing mechanism. So extended arms out in front of the plate, nice and flat with the palms if you can. Straighten those arms out and just have them feel the sensation of turning around their core. This should feel very good. It should feel nice and comfortable, nice and smooth for them. Looking for weight transfer, looking for that foot, the tippy toe, looking for the foot to release out of the back, making sure that the back foot becomes light. She's in perfect position right in here as she goes through. She's turning with her hips. So as you go through this drill, just add one element. Stick the hands out there and do the helicopter hands. Out in front, we step, and we turn. Those hands carrying that nice clean path, covering the top of our zone. We always start at the top of our zone. Always, always, always. Especially in fast pitch, when we hear a lot about the rise ball. Well, the rise ball, the rise ball, the rise ball. The bottom line on the rise ball is real simple. If you have a pitcher that is throwing a really strong jumping rise ball, that means it's jumping 4 to 6 inches. If she starts it here and it jumps out of the zone, there's nothing you can do. You're not going to hit the thing. We're talking about pitches that flatten out as they're reaching the plate, rise balls that may not jump, they flatten out in here. The top of our zone, this is how we cover it. And they can light pitches up that are at the top of their zone if they learn to turn with a nice flat rotation on that top pitch. So we step and we turn. That was just my little 2 cents on the rise ball conversation. Very hittable if it's a flat pitch. If it's a good pitch, forget about it. They're devastating to hit. So there you have helicopter hands. Add to the slide step, get their weight forward, get that energy moving forward. At heel drop, we turn. Boom. We explode around our body. Big muscles pull the small, and this is where all your bat speed and your power, it's all generated from this right in here. The helicopter hands.